It's
Oh,
so loud.
I don't know.
Hello,
You
everybody.
got people in there already?
I'm about to.
Oh, I guess already.
Um, I'm gonna just go to my channel so that I can pull up
Art is
my.
like full of expression. You made a cabinet?
I'm making like a cabinet.
What do you mean? You made a cabinet.
Hello, Isabel. All right, so hopefully this is a good angle here.
It's okay.
I think I'm a little too zoomed in, so let me try to zoom out.
I need to zoom out. Oh wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, it is. Let me just adjust this a little bit so that you guys are seeing dusk and not mess. Hey, Leilani, how are you, darling? Okay, so today, um, I've been prepping some strips. I'm thinking I'm gonna use this image right here, which I think is absolute. Which way is it? This way. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. And this is the inspiration behind the project that I'm gonna make today, which is gonna be kind of like a cabinet style type of project. So I've gone ahead and cut up some like hinges and stuff that I'm gonna be painting, and I hope to be able to get this all in one sitting. I did try to prep as much as possible so that I'm not holding you guys up too long with watching me stick stuff down. So I got some little pieces here that are gonna go because I'm gonna make like a box with swinging doors, like with doors that I can open. Hopefully that's the goal. So I got all this little things. I got some hinges that I'm gonna be adding to the front cover. I got some brads. I've gone ahead and I'm gonna be adding like these little key lock things, whatever those are called. I've got a
Keyholes.
keyholes, yeah. Got some keys. I got my daughter here on the side, so if you guys hear that extra person, that's my daughter Angie. Um, and so I'm gonna be doing this, and I got this image. I might not use them all. It all depends on how it kind of goes. I got this queen. I've got this king. I've also taken off some of the little bits and pieces. This is the way that it was, but I figured I could probably use them somehow, some way to add them in there. So, and some clock pieces. This all came from the book. Um, where is it? Oh, it's right up here. From the coloring book, the Alice in Wonderland coloring book. Let me see if I can pull it out without tearing up all my stuff. Came from this book right here. I did a art journal page with this book already before, so you guys have seen it. I'm gonna be using some chipboards. Like I said, I did cut up most of my strips. Hey Donna, I did cut up most of my strips already. So this is gonna be the doors. I've gone ahead and pre-punched the holes so that I know more or less where I want things to kind of go. And it's gonna go kind of like this. It's gonna open like this. It's gonna be shadow box style. So I've gone ahead and cut myself out some strips. I got the backing, so I don't need another one. The paper that I'm gonna be using is from the Antique Street. This paper pad right here. I've done some projects with this, so but I still have quite a lot because I don't use it as often because I absolutely love it. So this is gonna be kind of shabby-ish, shabby chic-ish, something like that, right? Something like that. So it's gonna be 2 inches thick or deep, if you want to call it. So this is the paper that I'm gonna be using to cover up my doors. Super easy. I just cut the 12 by 12 in half, so there's 6-inch doors. This is the back paper, and my idea is to glue this onto here. I think that that frames it just beautifully. Now I should hopefully not have to do too much to it because the paper itself is already beautiful. And I just pretty much do that. It'll be nice and easy. And this is gonna be for the back so that I can cover the back of it, once it's all decorated and sealed. Um, so I pretty much cut up 4 2-inch strips. So it's 2 inches by 12 inches. The same with my little hinges or however you call this thing here that I'm going to be using to adhere it all together. I've already gone ahead and pre-score taped it so that I don't have to go, do too much of that. So the first thing that I'm going to do is actually start building this. I'm gonna start building this, you guys. So this is what I'm gonna do. And I probably should have. No, I think I did enough. Hopefully I did enough. We'll see how it all kind of goes. So more or less, this is what I'm gonna do. So these are more or less like this. And my strips. So, okay, Carmen, focus, 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 focus. So this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna put this here in the bottom. Like I said, I've already pre-taped it. I think I should cut off my edges. So I'm gonna cut this, what angle? This way. All right, let me go ahead and cut off my ends because I didn't do that. So I'm just gonna kind of cut off my ends like this so that I don't have too much bulk in the corners. So I'm gonna do that. Okay, sticky, sticky. Ah. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stick this one first, right along that edge. And so that I make sure that this little box doesn't buckle on me, I'm gonna go ahead and place this piece right on top of it. Okay, if I can get this. Can you get me the hook that you was playing with earlier that I put in my box?
Oh my God.
She was playing with the hook?
Yeah, she was playing with the hook. Then I'm just gonna place this right on top while it's kind of still folded. And I'm gonna try to be as leveled as possible. I only put one strip of tape. Okay, come on, Carmen, let's get this together. And I'm hoping that this is won't take me up too much time to kind of build. So kind of like this. And it's gonna go like that. So that's the first one. We're gonna do the same to all of them. So how did I do this? Pointed it out. Pointed it out because there's more than one ways to do this. So yes, me too, Donna. It's gonna be super awesome. Super, super awesome. I cannot wait. I'm gonna be emailing everybody on Monday that's in the hop. I'm just kind of waiting for everybody to confirm and to go to Isabel's video and write what they have to write in the comment after they've watched the video. And if I don't have your email address or Isabel does not have your email address, you have to make sure you email us. If I have your address already because we've communicated before, then I'll have it, so you don't have to worry about it. But if you don't, then I'm gonna need that email because I'm gonna be emailing everybody all the information. This is crazy, crazy sticky. So let's see. So it's gonna go like this. So you guys can kind of get the gist of what I'm doing. I have little pieces that I'm gonna be putting on the inside to hold it all together. And then I'm gonna be covering all of this with paper. I'm gonna be covering the insides and the outsides. No problem, Leilani. Please go, go, go. No problem, no problem. All right, so the next strip. Repeat, 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 repeat.
Okay.
So this part of it doesn't take too much time. I've been playing with paints for a little while, so I just needed to clean up my receptors and do something a little bit different. However you call it. I think it's receptors. I'm not sure.
Receptors.
Um, where's my squeegee thing? Not that. Oh, my squeegee. Where's my squeegee? I don't. Yeah, I literally been playing with this thing all day when the whole time I was working with this, but now I'm fine. It's like it's of the same color, white and blue.
Oh, we have a whole bunch of things in here.
But it's like a little small piece like this.
The spatula?
Yeah, it's a little small one, little small square one.
Oh, yeah, I just like that.
Yeah, I was just literally playing with that 2 seconds ago. That's just how life is, right?
Yeah.
Hola, Karina, ¿cómo estás? So we're almost done with this part of it. So again, I only put one strip because since I am going to cover it with paper, mainly this is just to hold my sides together. Once I add the other ones, it'll be pretty much reinforced. The paper that I use to create this is the DCWV cardstock. So it's a pretty good cardstock. It's pretty strong. So it should hopefully hold up really, really well. One more side to go. I want to build this box as fast as I possibly can because I want to color you guys. That's like the best part, right?
You're gonna paint it?
I don't know.
You're gonna flip for it?
No, I'm not gonna acrylic pour it. This girl, you guys, I've created a little acrylic pouring monster over here.
No? Yeah.
She created a one monster.
A little acrylic pouring monster. All she wants to do is acrylic pour. When we're gonna acrylic pour, Mom? When we're gonna acrylic pour? That's all I hear from her now. There's not even a good morning. It's like, where's the paint? Thank you guys for the love. I appreciate it. And so, this is mainly our box, right? So now we're gonna do the next parts, which are the little tabs that go up in the top. And hopefully, I did 8, but I shouldn't need 8 because I don't plan on. Oh man, I did this wrong. Yeah, thank God I did 8. Thank God I did 8. There we go. I cut it in the wrong angle. That's your fault, Angie. Messing up my concentration.
What do you have to do the accent?
You're messing up my concentration. I'm just gonna do these all at once. Just to save time. One, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's 4. That's good enough. So this is what we're gonna do with this. I'm gonna pretty much hold the corners together. And you guys, I used up my double-sided tape today. I'm like, what? Usually I don't, but I didn't want to wait for glue to dry because I'm like super impatient today. So I'm gonna add this right here to the corner and stick it on one side. Bring the other side to it. Did I pull off the? I didn't pull off the wax, you guys. I didn't pull off the backing. How is it gonna stick, Carmen? Hello. Can I get this? There we go. Okay, don't stick back down now. All right, so I'm gonna hold the corner together. There we go.
You got on your arm.
It's all right. We live and learn. Yes. Whoop whoop. We going shopping. We going shopping. Me lovey, to go shopping. So let's do the same thing again. And I'm just gonna keep repeating this process and putting all my little corners in place. Come on. Right up against that edge. Bring in the other side to it. And then kind of holding them in place. Now you can go ahead if you really want to make it super sturdy and just do the same to the outside. I might still do that to the corners at least, maybe. I don't know yet. We'll see how it all kind of goes. Because it doesn't take much time at all. Hey, Jackie.
There's up on some little 70. I got some over there. And I'm giving you some luck.
That's amazing.
How are you doing, love?
With the bus.
Angie, you bent my hook.
How do I bend a steel hook?
She bent my hook, you guys. It look like a hawk now.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not. Look, you
That
bent.
was, oh.
You see? Don't
No.
touch my tooth, please,
It
please.
was like that.
It's not like that. It's literally hooked.
It was Poppy's fault.
The hook is hooked, you guys.
No, that wasn't first.
So my box is pretty much done. So the doors are gonna go like this and like this on here. They're gonna open up and reveal what I'm doing on the inside. So because these have little holes on them, I do have to kind of add the paper to it first and then repunch the holes. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. So I'm gonna need 2 of these strips to do that. And again, if you want to really make it nice and sturdy, then you can do this on the inside and the outside. That will really reinforce your box. I'm not gonna necessarily do that. So what you want is to make an arrow at the end. I hope this comes out the way my mind is seeing it, because you know, you guys, sometimes I just have like, I could be a little delusional and think that things are gonna actually work out the way I want them to, and they really don't. So we live and we learn. So we're gonna do this like this, and hopefully my box will be nice and movable, and it's not gonna be like all rigid and stuck. Right? Goals. So I'm gonna stick this side down first, because I need to be able to punch through these holes again. So I'm just gonna line it up right with the edge. Line it up right with that edge. And then I'm gonna use that little chompadal thing, crumpadal, whatever the thing is called. And I'm gonna go ahead and yes, love the holidays. Oh, she did, Donna. That's awesome. And I think we're gonna hit up all the stores in the strip, you guys.
The strip.
Yeah. We're gonna look like bag ladies by the time we're gonna have so many bags. That's the goal anyway. That's always the goal.
Bagman.
So I'm just gonna bag man. I'm just gonna go ahead and repunch out these holes. That's what my thing says. Yes. If there's a store that sells crafty anything, we hitting it up. Security gonna have to drag us out of there like, hey ladies, I think it's time for you guys to go. You've been here for 17 hours. The store's only open for 12. The store's only open for 12. This is like a once in a lifetime type of thing where we all get to go shopping like that together. So it's gonna be super fun. All right, so I've gone ahead and pre-punched on my holes, hopefully, which I didn't even need to do it on this side. Honestly, I just needed to do it on this side, but it was just easier to fold it instead of fiddling with it. This is gonna be covered up anyways, so I'm not gonna, okay, this doesn't go in there. Thank you so much.
The box was no space.
Yeah, I'm crafting. I'm paper crafting, you guys. What? And they said I couldn't do it.
Who said that?
You'll be surprised. You'll be surprised. I get put in boxes all the time, but I keep popping out like a jack in the box. All right, move some of that mess out of the way. So let me see, did I do this right? Dang it, I should have put one on the inside, one on the outside. No, I did it right. I'm like, why am I doing this like this? I could just flip it over. Hello, Carmen. Think for a second. Think. So this is gonna go like this. So we're gonna go ahead and stick this in there. Yes. This is gonna be super fantabulous. Yeah, I make up words.
I know this.
Just like I'll be making up crafts and stuff. I'll be making up words. So I just want to make sure that this is nice and leveled with my back. Even if my door sinks in, I will be adding some kind of a stopper so that it doesn't fall in. Let's open this up. Hey, Tanya. How you doing, my love? How you doing? All right, so we got the little door. Bang, 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 bang. I'm just gonna add some glue just because, you know, I don't necessarily feel like it's gonna be like what I want it to be, and I don't want that door to fall off. So
You can do 4.5.
4.5.
I'm just gonna go ahead and just add some glue with my little fine tip applicator here, just so that when it glues down good. And again, was playing with my tool earlier, but I don't know where it is now. I think that this is off by a little bit. Let me just restick this. I'll just restick this. What you want to do is you want to make sure that you have, I don't know if you guys can see it, but you want to make sure that you have a little gap between your two sections so that they're able to fold in and out without actually buckling into each other. If you put it right up against that seam and then you seal it, you're pretty much joining two cardstocks. It's going to be straight. It's not going to be folding. And if you try to fold it, chances are you're going to crack your paper. So always try to leave yourself that little seam right there, that little bit of space between the two joints. So again, I'm just going to add some glue. I'm going to push it in there wherever I can, wherever I feel that I can do it. And actually, what I need to do real quick before I forget and I continue, is that I need to get these papers here, right? And I need to punch out some holes. Otherwise, I won't be able to line up anything. Yeah, punch out some holes. Holes. H-O-L-E-S. H-O-L-E-S.
Street coming out of you.
Holes. Holes. I have an accent, you guys. I'm Spanish. What the heck? All right. So this is going to be here. This is going to be here. So I'm going to put the papers back to back with each other, right? That's how I'm going to do it. This way. This is going to go this way. So I'm going to put this like this and punch out my holes. I don't know how to say that word without sounding funny, you guys. Come on. Give me a chance. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get the first one in there. Get the second one. Okay. Get the third one. And I'm doing these all at once so that I save on time. As you guys notice, I started really, really late today. And then I'm gonna do these two right here. This is gonna be for the little keyhole. Oh, you're hiding the wallet? I'm training Nina. I'm training Nina to find the money. Find the money, Nina. Find the money. She don't need to worry about the wallet. She just need to find the money. All right, let's see. All right, and one more. All right, so this one is gonna go like this, right on here. And the reason that I left the white too, I'm not gonna color these in, is because I'm doing a shabby, so I can go with the white. And then this one's gonna go on the back side, right? If I gotta cover anything, then if I gotta adjust anything, then I'll adjust it later. But I shouldn't have to. Hopefully, it'll all work out for me like I want and like I need it to. This one's gonna go like this. So I need this paper here and the other one in the back. So repeating the process, only because I almost forgot, and then I almost glued all my paper in, and I was like, how am I gonna cut these holes? I'm gonna have to start marking the paper in a very odd angle, and chances are that things can go wrong. Can't skip steps. So hopefully I'll be able to do the whole process today. If I don't make it to adding like the picture and stuff like that on the inside, then I'll catch you guys sometime during the week to finish it up. But hopefully I shouldn't have to. If anything, I might premiere. Like if I can't finish it, I'll premiere so that we can at least chit chat while we watch it. In case you guys don't know what premiering a video is, because it's a new feature that YouTube has added. Pretty much, I get to upload a video, sugar and spice,
and everything nice.
I get to I get to upload a video, and it opens up kind of like the live videos do. So you guys get to watch it and chat at the same time. And the chat will stay there forever. I get to stay with the videos, almost like going live. Yes, it is gonna be an awesome experience. I am so super excited. I really, really am. I think it's gonna be fantabulous. Okay. Fantabulous. That's my new word, you guys.
The word.
That's my new word right now, you guys. Fantabulous.
The word of the day.
It's the word of the day. That's right. Okay, it's this way. I keep doing it because I keep doing the same thing. I keep doing it from the other side. I keep tapping it on the other side. Oh, shh. Oh, man. Fantabulous. Come on, Fantabulous. Come on, Fantabulous. Stay on it with me, baby. Stay on it with me, baby. There we go. Whew. Tragedy averted, you guys. All right, so now I can go ahead and continue to glue on my pieces because there's no coming back from that at that point in time. So I'm gonna repeat the process, and what I did is I'm gonna go ahead and glue this down. All right, like this. Yes, I'm gonna glue this down like this. Put this to the side. Hello, Bootsy.
Oh, we had it.
What was it?
Yeah,
He was playing with my tool the whole time.
She was looking for
Oh my goodness, I done stuck all the tape already. Lord, have mercy. Oh,
This was my best students. I could have
yeah, that's my very calligraphy pen. Even though I can't write calligraphy to save my life.
I can.
My calligraphy looked like two chickens fighting and writing in the sand. So there goes that idea. Hey, Claudia. All right, so let's see. Almost there, you guys. Almost there. The piece de la resistance. Viva la crafts. All right. So I think what I'm gonna do is literally line this up like I did before, and then just reinforce it by flipping it over. Let's see how well I did. Oh, not too big. Yes, needed this. So I'm hiding my tools, you guys.
Sabotage.
This will make a nice piece to put like on a wall. And then it's like you can open it. Hi, Night here. All right. So I think I did this pretty good. What do you guys think? My little makeshift box, my little makeshift cabinet. Now I think honestly, what I'll probably end up doing is I'm gonna add like 2 little tabs right here so that it falls like right on the tabs
On top.
and doesn't close all the way. I might have to take an edge off of here. Let me do that now. Let me take an edge off.
Take the edge.
I'm gonna do this here. When you're gonna cut this, try to make it like a little bit, maybe like 1 or 2 little dashes before the 6. If you're gonna use a 12 by 12 to do this, because now I'm gonna have to cut out just a little hairline off of the edge so that it doesn't get caught up in the center. And hopefully I do this straight. This is a bugger and a half to do. Yeah, because you can go over so easily and just mess up your whole arrangement. So I'm hoping that it comes out even. I just need to take a tiny little amount off. The whole thing came apart. All right. Yeah, that'll kind of do it. I just did it off of 1. That should be good so that it doesn't buckle in the center. And like I said, hopefully it's level. If it's not, I'll add some lace and hide it. Only you guys that are here as witnesses will know. All right. So now that this is more or less constructed, I think I'm going to need these corners. So I'm going to need these corners. So I'm going to use them. I'm going to use them on the outside. Just to kind of hold it all in place. Now, as you guys can see, I cut that one at a bad angle. I'm just gonna cut this one. Cut this one. Just want to make it a little bit more sturdier. At least so that it can hold its shape. And these are gonna go on the outer edge, on the outer corners. Okay, where's... Okay, you give me the hook. I keep looking for my tools, and they keep taking my tools, you guys. They've taken my tools. Wow, this is going fast. It is, right? Yeah. For the first time, I planned something, and I planned it last minute, honestly. I was like, oh, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Okay, I'm going to do this. And I just started to get myself together. So it literally worked in my advantage today to actually plan something. So let's go, let's go. I'm gonna go ahead and to the next one. And we'll be decorating the inside and the outside of this box in no time. And I'm gonna fold it, place it right along that edge first, then relieve, not relieve, but attach the other side after I've done one side.
You need this?
No, baby, you can play with that. That you can play with. Thank you, my friend. Yeah. I drank coffee today, you guys. Like at 10 this morning, and I had it. I had my my little caffeine rush on like reservation.
Yeah, that tasted delicious. Sorry, I tried 3/4 of it. I'm joking. I took like 2 sips.
She's not joking.
I took like 3 sips.
When I found that the lid was off,
Yeah, the lid broke.
I was like, "What the heck happened to my coffee?" She was like, "Oh no, what happened is that the lid broke." I was like, "How the lid gonna break if you're not touching my coffee?" Yeah, man.
She gave me the rest.
Okay. So we have 2 corners in place. Oh wait, I'm doing the outside, not the inside. I'm like, wait a minute, I did all the corners. What am I doing? So the last one, last little piece for the corners is going in now. And I cut my paper. I cut these at about 1 inch, so they're scored at about 1/2 inch. Because you just really needed to just protect these corners and join the 2 pieces together. So that's stuff. And you could do this with glue if you wanted to. I just didn't want to wait for it to dry because that was gonna slow me down. So let's decorate. I feel like that's mad open. Oh well. We're gonna figure it out. I still got some joints left over, but I'm not gonna. I should have used them there. I should have used them there. I think I am. I think I am. I got 2. I might as well use them, right? Because I can't throw all this beautiful tape. I can't get, let that go to waste. So we're gonna do that. But again, I'm with the dilemma of what happened, girl? You put the thingy and the thingy majiggy, and now you like dun, 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 dun. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see. So I'm gonna try to do it like this, right? Because this is gonna go. How's this gonna go? Go like this. So I'm gonna fold it inward because that's gonna go like this. And really, I'm gonna do this. I'm just gonna do my little dots in place. I'm gonna just draw these in, or just mark it, and that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just mark them, and then just put it in. Seal it down, put it in. So I'm just gonna add some dots here. Okay, little paper, don't you move. I need you there. Come on, come on, come on. See, as much as I try to plan, I can't, I can't cover it all because that's just me. So this is what we're gonna do. And we're gonna chompa doll it with my chompa doll. Oh, okay. No problem, Leilani. I'm just gonna do this. And hopefully I'm doing it on the right side, but if not, I will figure it out. So we're gonna do that. At least I got the opening, so I mean it doesn't have to be like precise. As long as it'll feed through. Yeah, I got your chair. That's why I'm like whoop whoop wobbling all over the damn place. All right, so let's see. Hopefully you guys are able to get this whole thing in view. And nope, I missed all the holes. I missed all the holes, you guys. Isn't that awesome? How you just end up missing all of the holes. Let's try to see if I can catch them. Come on, sticky, sticky. Give me what I need, sticky, sticky. Okay. All right, I kind of caught them. They're a little bit off, just a little bit, but I'm okay with that. Because the papers have them, and at the end of the day, as long as I can feed my brat through them when I need to, I'll be fine. And this is actually a little long, so I'm gonna go ahead and just trim this part of it off. That should be fine. So let's go ahead and just, whoops, secure that in place. I hope that my box still kind of folds. The door's still open and they still close. All right, not too shabby, not too shabby. Let's do the other one. Let's do the other side. And this is gonna be for the inside of this one, right? It's gonna be for the inside of that one. And this is gonna be for the outside of that one. So this is gonna go on this side. These are gonna go on this side. And this is the outside, right? It's gonna go like this. So this is gonna go like this. Let's see if this serves me better. It's a pain in the katush to hold this thing in place, let me tell you guys. I was literally sitting here like, what am I gonna do today? I don't even know. I was so like unsure of what kind of project to bring to you all. And since I was playing with paint a couple days ago, I was like, I don't really want to play with paint today. All right, so I just did it like I did it originally, and I punched through the whole dang thing. So we're gonna figure it out. And then again, trimming off my corners. Let's close this back up because I used the pen and I still put it in the wrong spot. So, yep, that's how the cookie crumble. So let's go ahead and remove this. Go ahead and remove this sticker thing. And I'm gonna level it with the holes as best as I can. Trim off anything that I need to trim off. It's a little bit off, but I can still work with it. Now let's do the same and fold this over. And I gotta trim off this little corner here. Where's my thingamabob? Just rescore it, if you will. Get some flexibility again. Put some flex back into it. All right, so we're good to go. Voila. Let me just clean up my mess so that I can pull apart some of the pieces that I'm going to be using. Some of these are going to go on the inside. I need to be able to clear off all the stuff that I got left over right here. These little strips and backings of the tape in the little corners. Okay, so let's see. I gotta figure out which part I'm gonna be starting off with. I'm gonna leave the doors for last, I think, because I have to put brads through them. So I gotta put the brads, then seal it on the other side. Which I think I did this wrong, but anyway. Anywho, you're gonna be able to see the brads on the back, I think. But I probably covered up with like a flower or something, I don't know. Yeah, I did. I messed up. See, I make mistakes. I messed up. I didn't have to put the holes on both papers. I just needed to put it on one. The top part. But I guess I did. Well, no, I didn't. I could have just put it through the one. Because as long as it went through the cardboard, it would have been fine. But anywho, let's go ahead and keep this going. So, this is going to go on the back. Like this. So, I think I'm going to go ahead and start layering this double-sided tape that my hubby so graciously loaned me. Because I was pretty much out of double-sided tape. So, let's go ahead and do this baby. Let's put this baby together. And if you guys didn't see, this is going to be the inside, the theme of the inside. It's going to be the little hair with this beautiful motif that comes from Create a Life You Love. I think it's just perfect because time is of the essence, people. Time is of the essence. So I'm going to go ahead and use this tape on the back. And I'm just going to start prepping all my pieces and just start adding tape everywhere. Thank you, thank you. I always try, you guys. You know me. I wanted to do something just a little different today. And I'll probably still apply, I probably still will apply some glue on here just to make sure that it is pretty much sealed the way I need it to be sealed. I just don't want to have to wait for it to dry. So this is why I'm using this to kind of help me out. Okay, let's get my little tooth cleaner and start removing. I'm gonna have so many of these little strips, which are so annoying. I'm gonna have such a heavy cleanup job to do afterwards. If you guys want to ask me anything, well, you can't. I was gonna forget it because the bot will catch you. I was gonna say put it in caps, but don't forget it. Forget it. Well, maybe if you do like a little heart shape, a little emoji with a heart shaped eyes or something, then I know you want to ask me a question, and I'll try to do my best to answer it. Let's see. One more. Let's see how well this glue holds up over here. Just needed to have a little bit at least, just to catch here and there in the center. Which way is my doors? This way. All right. Part one done. Let me go ahead and do all of these strips at once. I gotta divide them because I put them in different orders. The ones that are gonna go in the tops, I put the copies going up, and the ones that are gonna go on the sides, I put the copies going the other way. So I gotta make sure that I put the right stuff in the right place. So go ahead and do this like this so that we can kind of zoom through this whole process right here. Hello, Tiana. So the paper itself is not really Alice in Wonderland paper, but I figured between some of the little chipboard pieces that I have and the image, that should give you guys the impression of Alice in Wonderland. So I didn't want to really do the traditional style today as far as the coloring and stuff like that. I wanted to keep it a little different. Just a little more shabby chicish. Shabby chicish. Plus, I'm gonna be doing a lot of vintage real soon, so let me get the pink out of my system. Delete Tanya's comment. Yes, it is. Very much so. And I'm super excited to bring you guys the surprise projects. Hint, hint, wink, wink, my friend. It's going to be a 5-week hop, and every week we're going to be bringing you guys a different project, which will be pretty much announced the day that it's due. The day the video is going to be up is the day you guys are going to find out what the projects are. With the exceptions of the ones that are in the hop, nobody else will have the details about the projects. So it's going to be super awesome to surprise you guys and just share with you all the projects that we're going to be creating. I think you guys are going to love them. We have a lot of awesome people in it. And I cannot wait to see their creativity and their spins on the prompts and everything that we're going to be doing. I think it's going to be so, so cool. And I'm really, really happy to be doing hops again. I'm going to be emailing everybody the list of the projects on Monday. If you weren't here earlier when I said that. And if you're in the hop and we haven't heard from you as far as confirmation wise, please be sure to go to Isabel's channel, go to her videos, which you guys should be subscribed to her because that's part of the condition to be in the hop. Make sure that you go to her video and you comment on the video for the hop. And if we do not have your email, make sure that you do email us. Either one of us is fine, so that we have your email. So when it's time to send out the mass notification of what the projects are and the dates and all the details, we have you ready to go. That way you have more than enough time to create your projects. And let's get this hop off on an amazing, amazing, amazing start. I'm really excited because for some people, it's going to be a first time even working with like vintage style or even being a part of a hop. So I'm super excited. Yes, my friend, it's going to be super awesome. And I cannot wait to see what you're going to create because, yes, Tanya is going to be one of the participants. Sasson and Crafts. We have a slew of people, you guys. This is going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. I'm telling you guys, it's going to be crazy. You won't want to miss it. All right, so I got my first strips. These are going to be this, the ones that are going to go on the inside and the outside on the sides. So I'm going to go ahead and add these in. And once I've glued once I put everything in place, I keep trying to do it with my finger. I'm so used to doing it old school. Once I put all the pieces in place as far as the paper and stuff, if I got to add glue anywhere as far as edges and stuff like that, I'll do that then. If I got to trim off any little bits and pieces of paper, I'll do that then. Right now, I just want to put all these things on because I am hoping that I do have time to do the rabbit. I'm hoping. Yes, Jamilani, you're in it as well. Donna's in it. We have a whole bunch of awesome people in it. I'm telling you, it's gonna be super cool. I love the vintage aesthetic. I don't do vintage very often, but I do love the vintage aesthetic. I think it's beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna push this to the side, to my side, you guys, so you might not be able to see this, but I gotta get this right online. Because I did cut out some of these a little bit longer, just in case I needed to, kind of wrap these up anywhere. And it's better to have it a little longer than have it off a little skew. So that's kind of what I did. And I'm going to be probably wrapping these little edges like right around when it's done, just to kind of give it a nice little border around that doorway. So this is more or less what this is looking like. Whoops, wrong way. And then this is the back. Super cute, right? Oh, yes. This is going to be super amazing. And I'm going to do the same on the inside that I am on the outside with the little papers. So I'm going to do the inside of this one. So, and actually, I see that some of my contacts. I'm sorry, you guys, if my cardboard is in the way of the camera. But I do see that my paper, my little binder things that I put here are trying to lift up. So I'm just gonna reinforce that with a little bit of glue so that it does not pop up later on. So that's just more or less what I'm doing there. Little bits and pieces keep falling into the inside. All right, so which side am I working on right now? I'm working on the inside of this one. So let me go ahead and get my next strip out. And I wish I would have had more time to do these beforehand, but honestly, you guys, and this is no joke, I literally decided to do this project like maybe 5:30, 6 o'clock. And at that point in time, I started cutting paper and trying to get myself as prepped as possible. Hoping that I was gonna be able to go live at 7, but I didn't make it. I didn't make it. I didn't make it, you guys. I didn't make it. So let's go ahead and do this. I would use my Eileen's bottle, but just the hole is so dang big. See, like it's popping up right there, but I'm gonna fix that now. Let's just hold this down for now so that I can get this little piece in there. How did I cut it? Just a hairline tool. I gotta cut it a hairline, little hairline here and there. Made it a little bit too on point. I should have took off a little bit for the edge, and I didn't do that. So let's see how we do this part of it. Oh, where's my little blade? Oh, here it is. I need my little blade. Can't do it without it. Come on, because my glue's gonna dry. Let's see if I took off enough. Where am I? Over here? Let's see, is this enough? I don't want this to buckle anywhere, so I'm trying to make sure that it fits in. Pushing it right up against those edges. And yay! All right. Now we're talking. That's what I like. Obedience paper. Obedience paper. Thank you very much. So let me just glue this baby down from the inside. And just like I said earlier, I'm going to be folding these edges over to kind of cover up that craft cardstock color. That way I don't have to go crazy on the stress here and the stress there. I'm going to do that all like so. Bend these out with my hands a little bit. Voila. Now I could have cut out the strip wider and just glued it here, folded it over, but I did that once and I messed up and I cut it too short. So then I was short on the bottom. So I just did the 2 pieces. Exactly, right? Dang, papers don't listen. Dang, papers don't listen. All right, let me go ahead and glue this in a little bit better because it's literally lifting up. And then my dang glue bottle gets like all paper crafter issues. What are we gonna do? All right, so I re-glued that in place.
Oh, I thought my arrangement.
What arrangement? She's over here crafting, you guys. I don't know if you guys can see what she did, but she's over here crafting. All right, so that's the bottom, that's the top. Let's go and do this again. Start from the outside, work my way to the inside. I'm just gonna really make sure that that's nice and pushed into place. So I'm just pinching it in, making sure that it's nice and in there. And I'll be able to go over that with the little scraper here and really work this out in about a minute. Oh, he went to the kitchen, Isabel. He'll be right back. I'm really excited to put the centerpiece in there. Yes. I'm so super excited for that. Hey, Nada. Okay, you know what? Aileen, where are you, Aileen? Because I don't got time for this.
You ain't a really.
It's not even open. All right, let me use this little puncture tool thing to see if I can make a tiny little hole on here, and hopefully that'll help
That's
me.
a big ass hole.
Mira,
I mean,
esta niña, Jesús bendito. You're gonna make me add a disclaimer to my channel, I swear. All right, so I'm gonna put it again from the outside in first. Let me put it on the edge so that I can just get that top edge and line that up properly. Let me go ahead and scrape this out. I hope that the lighting is good. I've been kind of fidgeting with my lighting because for some reason, I don't know, where it started to kind of cast a shadow, and I was like, what the heck? I started feeling like my video started catching shadows again. It's like, I don't know. Something funky's happening.
thank you.
Did I get glue on my desk?
Yeah.
All right. So there's a little lip that's sticking out here. I don't know if you guys can see that little white lip. I have that on the top as well as on the bottom. So I'm gonna go ahead and curve his enthusiasm and curve it inward. So this is what I'm gonna do right now. I need a popsicle stick. Right here.
Over there.
Let's try to spread this glue out because I don't want the paper to get all messed up with glue. This actually has double-sided tape right there, which should do the job, but just in case it gets, you know, a little weird on me, I'm just gonna go ahead and just add this glue in there. And we're going to fold this in. And put this close to me so I can work it. You keep playing with that paint, with that paste. It's probably dry by now.
Okay.
No, it's all right.
It's good.
So I'm just gonna use this tool right here and just kind of pinch it down, scrape it into submission. Scrape it into submission.
Oh my God.
Yeah. You don't like the crafty lingo?
I do not.
Scrape it into submission. Okay. So I'm gonna have a little edge like this, but I'll probably be adding, at some point, I'll be adding some kind of decoration here or a little bead of something or the other to just kind of cover that little hinge right there. I'm gonna do the same thing right here. Huh? I'm not ruining your arrangement. Don't say that to me.
I mean, what else are you doing?
Don't say that to me. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and just add my little bit of glue here and there using my little trusty popsicle stick, which is not really that trusty, but that's what we're using right now. And let's see. I'm gonna put this my way again so that I can go ahead and push it into submission.
Yeah,
What is it with
submission.
you and that? Every time I say submission, you laugh. Like, what's up? And then with my little scraper, just get it in there. Now there is double-sided tape on that because I did put the double-sided tape on that edge. Between the double-sided tape and the glue, hopefully it'll hold properly. If not, I'll just pray. Let's see what happens. That usually works. So let's see. All right, so we got that one in. This one's still being a bugger. Now you want to work because I got the big glue out. And I was like, yeah, the glue wants to flow now.
You were bent right there.
Yeah, I know. I see it. Hopefully that'll work. Well, all we can do is try. I don't like putting wet glue on these things because they get all bent out of shape.
No, you see the bend right here.
Oh, that, yeah, I gotta fix that. It keeps giving me issues. I'm gonna use this glue. Hopefully this will be the ticket. Stay glue. Don't be trying to run away now. I need you here. Love this little scraper thing. It literally does the job every time. All right, so that's good. So now let's work on the inside and the outside of that. So let's get our other strips.
Where are my arrangement?
Oh, I thought I did them all. Am I missing one? Yeah, I'm missing the inside. Hello. I'm missing the inside. Can you throw this out for me? Since you want to be here, all in the mix.
Media.
Okay.
What is that?
Hmm?
To mix sense and media.
Let me stop fighting with this thing because I keep trying to use my finger to do it. I am one very slow paper craft. I'm a very slow crafter period, I think. I used to think that my projects were fast, but I've come to the realization that nope, you're a little slow, Carmen. You're just a little slow. All right, so let's see. Before I glue this in place, do I have to take off a little edge? Yes, I do. So let me do that real quickly. Okay, that should be about the same amount that I took on the other side. So it should hopefully work out. This thing. This is why people hot glue stuff. Let's put this right side up and stick this in place. All the way down to the bottom edge and the right corner. Stick, 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 stick. I'm having an issue with my notifications on my ends over here. I keep getting the same notification 1,000 times. Is this the same side I keep gluing? I don't even know anymore. I'm about to mark it and call it bad. Bad. Bad side. Keeps lifting. I don't know what the heck. The bad side, it keeps lifting, man. Stay down. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing and kind of maneuver this into submission and fold and bend and fold and bend. So I get that to kind of wrap around that edge so that I can cover that crafty colored cardstock. Gonna add a little bit of glue because I'm at the point of not trusting this double-sided tape that I am using. Seems not to be the greatest quality. Okay, can you not make noise? You interrupt my concentration. And before you know it, I'll be putting glue on you. All right. Hello, Sherry, and welcome. I speed up my vids a lot, you guys. I speed up my videos so much, you're literally watching them in the future. You are literally watching my videos in the future. That's how much I speed them up. Okay. I have to come back to that, but I just want to keep moving. It hasn't stuck down all the way. Let me see if I can find some clips. Yeah, I can put on that one. So. Being a bugger.
When you say bugging.
Yeah, it's bugging me. That's what I mean. I go for clips and I pull out screws. Like, how is that even possible? Jesus. Just gonna do this for right now. Just to kind of give the tape and the glue a little bit of time to get to know each other. At least it'll adhere most of it, if not all of it. Yeah, this double-sided tape, you guys, is not the greatest. It really isn't. And the glue takes a while to dry, so that's why I didn't really use glue. So I'm literally fighting with this glue and this tape over here today. All right, so let me put this to the side, give that a second to kind of mellow out, and I'm gonna go ahead and do the same with these strips. I think these strips, I did cut them down to the right size. I'm not sure. I might have, maybe not. I don't know. So again, and I have that red double-sided tape, but I only got a little roll. If I had like more, I would have used that one, but I didn't want to. That's the good stuff. And granted, the project that I'm making today, I think is gonna come out phenomenal, and it's probably very much worthy of using the good tape. But I thought this tape was gonna be good, but not so good. Not so good, my friend. Not so good. So how's everybody doing today? Has everybody's Saturday been as crazy as mine? So I'm doing all of the sides first so that I don't end up messing up, like, you know, the back part, the part that's gonna go around against the back. Because I want that to go in nice and smooth and not have any like glue or anything on it. So that's why I left that piece to kind of put it in last. This is the parts that are gonna go on the right side, on the outside of the right side. So I'm just gonna put this like so. Whoa. And we are going to glue this in place. So again, I'm just gonna put it towards me so that I can gauge where I need this to be. And what I'm doing is I'm kind of folding the doors towards me as I put the papers so that I make sure that I'm right up against that line but not going over it. So I'm folding the doors towards me and then adding the paper. And yes, I guess I did cut them a little longer than I needed to, so I'm definitely going to continue with wrapping my edges up with this paper and kind of framing out that back just a little bit. And again, it's another layer of protection for the, you know, for the side that I didn't kind of do. Let's move these clips around. That DDS is more. Well, it's for gluing paper on paper on paper. It should be good for any kind of paper on paper on paper. They be discriminating. This tape be discriminating. It's like, no, I don't want to go on there. No, I don't want to go on there. No, you need to go on there. Stop it. I bought you for all my paper needs. This is part of my paper needs. Dang it. All right, so we're going to make it work, you guys. I'm telling you, we're going to make it work. They're going to do what I needed to do, one way or the other. I'm not playing no games. We're going to get it done. Even if I got to pull out the hot, I just don't want to pull out the hot glue. I hate hot glue hair. I really don't like hot glue hair. Now, granted, my edges are probably not as even as they could be, but I'm not really too concerned with it because, again, I pretty much just use this to kind of double reinforce, you know, my joints where I glued the papers together. So I'm not too worried about that. Okay, so my box is going to go this way. But this is not look cute. This way. With the back. I think it's going to look super cute. I'll be fighting with my materials, you guys, right? That's my therapy right there. I'll be like, listen, what happened was, and you don't understand, I need you to work. Because everything else is like, what? So I need you right now. Please, don't fight me. Just do what I need you to do. Just do what I need you to do. That's it. Thanks, Nada. It's, geez, where did I put that paper pad? Where did I put that paper pad? Oh, it's this one right here. It's called Antique Street. These are like all the papers that are inside. Actually, I use this right here to do the flip book. I use some of these papers to do the not the flip book, the lap book for Isabel. It was from there that the papers came. I love that paper. It's so girly. And you could never go wrong with pink and teal. What? You could never go wrong with pink and teal. How long have I been here? Ooh, an hour and a half. And I'm still sticking glue on paper. Not glue, tape on paper. And I think I did a lot of work prepping before I even went live, but what are we going to? I literally need another one of me that thinks just like me and can help me get my stuff done so that I don't have to tell them. They just know, I know double. I need to do this and just get it done. Let me do them all so I don't have to keep coming back to it. I have to just stick. Now my thing is gonna be to make sure that I actually glue these in the right, looking in the right direction. Hello, Reina. Welcome to my channel. Right, you guys, we're almost there. We're almost there. I promise you guys we're almost there. I'm gonna at least build this thing tonight. That's for sure. I'm gonna at least build this thing tonight. Because coloring is gonna take me a while. But I will at least build it and show you guys exactly how, it's gonna go. And then, like I said, I most likely will premiere the end of it. So I'll probably keep working on it tonight. I just won't hold you guys up while I'm doing it because I know you guys got stuff to do. So I probably will continue to work on it and paint it up and not paint the thing, but color in the image because that's gonna take me some time to color it in. Hello, Lisa. Because I don't think I'm going to be painting it as much as I'm going to be coloring it in with like either pencils or markers or something. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Because the rabbit is mostly white, so I might just glitterify the rabbit. I think that looks so cool. Like glitterify the rabbit. It'll be like a sparkly little rabbit. So we're going to do that. We're going to grab this one. And I apologize for coming on so late. I think that's part of the reason why I feel not so much rushed, but like I don't want to hold you guys up too long. Because usually I start between 6 and 7. I'm usually done by like 9. But it's already 9:30 and I still have you guys here. Come on, glue. Don't turn your back on me now. I need you to pour out. All right, so I did that side. And just make sure that my coffee pots are pointing in the right direction. And again, I'm just gonna fold this part inward like this. I'm gonna fold this in and then add my paper right under it so that I know that I'm not going over the seam here. And that'll actually help me to get this right in Q where I need this to be. Aw, thank you, Tanya. You're the sweetest. You're the sweetest, Tanya. All right, so let me close this door and just scrape, scrape, scrape. And like my daughter likes to laugh at it, but honestly, we're trying to put this paper, we're trying to submit it, right? We're trying to put it into submission so that it goes where it needs to go and stays where it needs to stay. And it just got angry with me and literally was like, what? Who are you trying to submit? What? So let me just do this. Because it started to lift up. See, when it's not one thing, it's another. Like, I'm cool with that, kind of not doing that. Because again, I'm going to be covering that up. This is just extra protection for all my little joints and stuff where I glued kind of everything in. Oh, thank you guys. I really, really appreciate you all. Okay. Just gonna hold that there for a second. I am gonna be adding some kind of beading or something to the edges. I'm gonna be adding either beading or lace or something to the edges to just kind of make sure that I seal those properly and that you can't see where the paper joins and stuff like that. All right, let me stop fuzzing around with this part because that part is not really that important because I'm gonna be covering that up. So let's keep going to the inside and making sure that my coffee cups and teapots are facing in the right direction. Let's get this out of here. Okay. Let me add a little, well, first let me measure because I keep, this one goes here. Yep, I gotta cut a little sliver off. So let me go ahead and do that. And what I did is that since it has tape, I just left the piece. I just left the piece right there and I just pretty much mounted right on top of that so that I cut the same exact amount on each one. So I just stick it right onto that. And that way I'm always cutting the same amount. Instead of second guessing how much I need to take off of here, how much I need to take off of there. Hopefully this will help these hinges stay in place now. Hopefully. So I'm just gonna add some glue here. Is this right? I think so. Yep, that's right. Let me go ahead. Now this box is really large. It's 12 by 12. I figured it would be easier math to do it in the 12 by 12 size than trying to figure out, you know, smaller sizes. So I'm just gonna push that into place. And I will have to remove the excess edge on this one because I don't really need it for this part of it. I don't want it to interfere with the doors closing and opening. So I'm gonna go ahead and trim that little part of it off. So just give me 1 second while I do that. And what I'm gonna do with the piece that I took off, I'm gonna glue it onto this edge. Right, this goes up this way. So I'm gonna go up that way. So actually, I'm gonna end up taking off this strip here, and I'm gonna go ahead and glue this edge on it so that I can use my paper trimmer and just cut that edge right off. So I don't have to fight with it later. Because it should be about the same. So I added the strip right onto that, and I'm just gonna trim that edge off so I don't have to go with the scissor at it. And I might as well do this part too. So let me just level this out as best as I can. There we go. I'm not fiddle with that too much. Let me go ahead and add some double-sided tape to this again. I did take that off. I'm gonna need it. Let's get this. Let's get this. Little pieces of tape. And let's put this tape on here again. Hopefully, that'll save me a little bit of extra headache with cutting it down with the scissors. Cut this way. What I'll do is that I'll take my nail file and then I'll just distress the edges, and I'll do it to both sides just so that they look even. But I'll just run the nail file through and that'll distress the edges a little bit. If I feel like it needs more distressing, then I might just go over with some of the metallic paint in the same color and just give it a nice little something or the other. I feel like I don't like how it looks. Which way the coffee goes? Coffee goes this way. So let's put this in here. And the reason why I do these kinds of like DIY type videos, I do them live as opposed to recording them step by step. I'm not good at giving instructions, you guys. So if I do it live, no problem, Nada. If I do it live, I have no choice but to give you guys the instructions as I'm doing it. But for me to like make the videos with the instructions, sometimes it's not the easiest thing for me to do. So did I put it right? Yeah. So you see, by cutting it, I actually did the perfect little edge there. So that worked out for me. That worked out for me really well. I literally have to practice on how to do those more. How to get straight to the point. I'm not good at getting straight to the point. All right, so it's gonna go like this. I'm gonna cut off a little edge, I think. Just a little hairline on here, just so that it doesn't buckle and it fits nicely. It's mostly from the sides and not so much from the top and bottom, so I'm just gonna take a little sliver out. A little sliver and see how that kind of works out. Okay, I need this sliver to be where the blade is. Just a little bit. And let's see if that helps. Whew, the piece de la resistance. A little bit from the bottom, actually. Just so that it fits in perfect. Just a little bit from the bottom. And that's basically due to the fact that I put the hinges and all of that stuff in there. If I wouldn't have done that, it probably would have been fine. But because I did put hinges on the corners, no, I just need to remove just a little bit of that slack. So it just kind of falls in nicely. Voila. It's gonna be like this. What, you guys? Where's the bunny? There's the bunny. Where's the bunny? There's the bunny. I'm so sorry. It's late. It's late. It's very late, you guys. It's very, very late. Oh, it's fine like that. It fits in. I just needed to sit, to sit without buckling. It'll center itself. You don't need to do it to all four sides. If it's an even shape, you don't need to do it to all four sides. Now, if you're working with a rectangular shape or an oblong type shape, then yeah, you're gonna need to, cut a little bit here, cut a little bit there. But if it's square, it should be fine if you could just do it to like one side and then, top and side or bottom and side. Doesn't matter whichever you pick. Let me put this to the side so that I can go ahead and fight with this tape. Yes, peekaboo. Peekaboo. So actually, do I want to do that? I don't know. No, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I was actually gonna use my foam tape, which is kind of thin. I think I got it from Dollar Tree. I'm not sure. It's actually a pretty good foam tape. It's really thin, the roll, but it's double-sided. I was gonna use that instead of using the tape, but I'll use the tape. We're gonna figure it out, everybody. We're gonna figure it out. Thank you, darling. Thank you. I gotta stay whimsical, you know? My attempt to fit into this crude and unusual world. So let's see. So we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna put some here. Pow pow. We're gonna put some here. Pow pow. Put another one there. Ta-da. And all my lines are crooked, but I don't care. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. I like being me. Unique and unusual. This is what happens when you watch too much TV as a kid. So let's see. Got that. Ta-da. Let's move this over here. Let me move this over here. I literally have enough little pieces of thing to make a nest. Put this here. I keep hiding these because they blend in with my table. So I don't want to throw it out. I don't want to end up throwing them out with the little pieces of white backing because they blend with everything. All right, so I can put this here. Let me just clear this up because it literally drives me crazy. I don't know how you guys are with your strips your messy strips, but for me, that's like, I can't. I can't do it. I can't do it. I don't have the power. All right, so let's see. All right, I can deal with the little mess, but I can't deal with the big mess. All right, so the box is back, you guys. The box is back. And oh my goodness, she coming along. She coming along. Hey, Nada, welcome back. All right, this way? Yeah, this way. All right, so. I so worried. I so worry, you guys. I so worry. I so worry. This glue is so thick. I need to literally water it down at some point and stop fighting with it. So dang thick. That's probably part of the reason why it doesn't dry fast, is it's so thick. All right. Whew. Breathe with me now, people. Breathe with me. Let's see. Let's push it in as much as we can. Oh, please fall into place graciously. Please, 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 please. Fall into place graciously. Woo, yeah. Okay, right there, right there, though. Right there, right there. You gotta go down, girl. You gotta go down. Take it like a champion. Go down. That's it. You stuck on the box. Ain't going nowhere. It ain't going nowhere, ladies and gentlemen. It's not going nowhere. Hello, Zavita. Thank you. I put a little water. Oh, you do? Does it dry faster, Nado, once you put that water? Or does it still take forever? Like the world's slowest drying glue award goes to that. So let's see. So I can't wait to put this. This is on. It's so bananas. Dun, 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 dun. On the inside of here, I'm gonna put pearl trim to I'm gonna put lace and pearl trim. Hopefully. I make a lot of plans. Thank you, thank you. Okay. So that's what I need to do. Cause Lord of mercy. Me and these glues, we be fighting. We be having like tug of war up in here. I be pacing back and forth. It's still wet. I'm like, what the fashizi is going on over here? All right, so this is the idea. Now these pieces were like little corner pieces in the coloring page, so I'm probably gonna add them like in little odds and places, like so. Just giving you guys a little bit of a rundown real quickly of what the agenda is, what the plans are. I'm gonna put these on the inside, so if you do decide to display it open, and you have these, you know, and the little rabbit, because the rabbit is running to the king and the queen, right? So I'm probably gonna put like these like right here. I think I'm missing a little clock piece here. Let's see. So bam bam, and then right there, ta-da! How you like me now? Yes, right? Woo, love it. Love it, love it. It's super awesome when you can get something so like small, if you will, and turn it into something big. Like, yes, I live for those moments. So that's how that's gonna be. Like I said, this part of it, I don't know if I'm gonna have time to do it. I mean, I've only been live going on almost 2 hours. We'll see how long it takes me. But yeah, so this is gonna be for the covers. This is gonna be like this. This is gonna be like this, and then obviously one picture, then one picture like that. So I'm giving you guys kind of like an idea of what it's gonna look like. There we go. Oh, I was out of frame the whole time? That sucks. Thank you, thank you. I hope so. The only thing that could mess this up for me is the coloring job. So pray for me, you guys. Pray for me because you know there's only one set, and I have to be extra, extra ginger with it, and like literally, you know, do some meditation, woosah, and then color a little bit, and then woosah, and then color a little bit more. So yeah, it's gonna be one of those moments. It's gonna be one of those moments, you guys, for sure. Now I do have, like I said, I got my little tray here. Let me just put my little tray out. I do have some hardware, if you want to call it that. I got some Tim Holtz hardware here that I'm gonna be attaching to, because it's like a story, right? So it's like a. That's why I chose the book covers as the cover, because it's like a story that you're opening up. So I'm gonna be adding these little things here, which I'm gonna be painting metallic. Because hello, it's me we're talking about here. And then this little hint, this little key door thing is gonna go like right there. And I got some little brads here. I think that's what those things are called. So we're gonna figure it out, you guys. We're gonna figure it out. So the first thing I'm gonna do actually is do my tops, I believe. Yes. I'm gonna do my tops. So I'm gonna just start adding some tape onto this. And I'm gonna try to avoid where I have the holes. Thank you, thank you. I know, but my printer right now, we're not in agreement because it wants to die and I want to keep it alive. So, yeah, I'm having a little bit of a love-hate relationship with it and I gotta replace it. Like, I have a replacement for it, so I'm not gonna say that I don't have one, but it's like in the closet. And what had happened was that, you know, the ink is like really, really expensive for that one because it was a gift. Um, and I replaced the ink a few times, but then the ink is expensive and it don't print right. So like I got mad and I put it away and I said, "That's it. I'm done with you. It's over." So I put it away, and now it's in the closet, lonely and not being used. So oh well. So I want to replace it. I want to buy me a whole new one. What I have is the HP Photo Smart. What is it? 34 for 4300 series or something like that. And honestly, I love this printer so much. The pictures it printed out when it was, you know, working with me are so beautiful, and it was just like super amazing and I absolutely loved it. But what had happened was that my scanner broke on it, and I was like, oh man, my baby got a boo-boo. And then what happened is that my friend came here one day and she was like, oh, can you make copies of this? I was like, my scanner broke. And she was like, oh, I got one I'm not using. I said, all right, if you bring it, I can scan it. So she brought it. And then what had happened was that the ink that it came with was like enough to just scan her stuff. So I had to get some ink. And then what had happened was that I ordered it the first time and I was like, okay, that's not too bad. But it took the ink so fast, it literally like sucked it all up like a vacuum. So I had to order more. And I was like, okay, no, we're not off on the right foot. This is not working. And that's an Epson. Okay, that was an Epson something or the other. And it printed ugly. I try to print photos on it because that's really why I got this printer in the first place, was to like print like my kids' photos and stuff like that. I like to do these canvases with like pictures of stuff, like real pictures of stuff, like statues and stuff, to make it look like really realistic and 3D. And so I needed that for that. That was before I even got on YouTube. Um, and then yeah, man, it played me. It took me on a day and didn't even take me out to eat. It's just like, okay, come on, let's go around the block. Okay, we're here. I was like, wow, you done already? I don't got a Staples around me. I literally need to put $7 of gas just to get Staples and spend 45 cents. that, that kind of defeats the purpose for me. I'm so sorry. All right, that's gonna go on the other wall over there. So yeah, man, that's my love and tragic story with my printer. So I still have it there because I have, you know, emotional, there for sentimental value. Um, and it still prints every now and then black and white and stuff. My red looks pink. Every other color looks gray, but I don't know. One day I'll learn to let go and just replace it. Let's see. Let me get my nail file so that I can file off some of these things here. At one point I'll look at it and be like, "C'est la vie. It is no longer meant to be. We must not part ways." And let it go. And let it go. All right. So, all right. All right, my friends. All right. Let's see. So let me just do this and this and this and this and this and this and this. All right. Let me see. I got loose paper somewhere. I feels it. I knew it. I felt it in my bones, you guys. I felt it in my bones. You are not about to mess up this whole thing because of a little corner. Nope. Yes, que sera, sera. Arrivederci. All right. So that's one. And what I want to do, I'm not going to put the second page in until I've painted my things, my little hardware stuff. Because I'm trying to see if I want the brats to show or not. I did punch the holes on both the papers because, like, duh, I didn't think about it at that moment in time. But in retrospect, I always should have done one. And then see what that was like. And if I needed to do other ones, then I should have done the other ones after. But no. Carmen goes up the mountain to drink the water from the lake in the bottom. And I'm already living close to the lake. Ain't that some crazy stuff? So here we go, here we go. Just adding here and there and everywhere. Some glue to, tape to help this thing glue down and dry up and stay in place. I don't like working so much with wet glue on some of these projects like this. Like, I really love my other glue from Dollar Tree. Oh, I'm so upset. Every time I think about it, all of our beautiful moments that we had together. And pretty much Dollar Tree played itself. And now they got this thing with an expiration date. Like, I've never heard of a glue with an expiration date. I don't know what the heck is going on, what's in that glue now. But it literally expires, which is crazy to me. But now I don't even bother picking it up because, like, I've bought like so many and they were like yellow and they were clumpy and broken down and it was like separated water with whatever they made it with. And I was like, what the heck is this? And I tried to use it and it smelled like cheese. Yes, I was like, what the heck did they put in here? Did somebody have a really tiny mouth and threw up in this little tiny bottle? But no, they had to mess me up, man. They must have heard. They was like, oh, that girl, Carmen, she be loving this glue. Come on, you guys, let's take it all off the shelf. It's just crazy. Oh, it's coming back? Please tell me that it's coming back because, oh, I miss it. I miss it so much. If I would have known it was leaving, I would have bought a case. Oh, uhu, they have uhu? What the heck? I heard of uhu. That's like in Europe or something like that. I seen some ladies talking about, oh, I love my uhu. I'm like, what the heck is a uhu? And then I realized that they was talking about a glue, you guys. Yeah, I went to the left with it. But anyways, let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it copacetic. All right. Make sure that my stuff isn't going in the right direction. Ain't this about a sea biscuit? The holes are on the wrong side. I think I switched the paper somewhere along the line. Oh, man. I tells you. All right, so I'm repunching. I literally hit my head with the box. I'm repunching some of the holes that I can actually get to, because it seems to be that I put my paper somehow the wrong way. Goes this way. I can cover up one of the holes, but one of the holes is out. I got a hole up there, you guys. Oh, great. This one came out fine. I don't know what happened with that one. But anyway, we're going to survive and we're going to keep it moving. This goes like this. Opens like this and it goes like this. All right. So now these little things are going to go out here. So let me go ahead and start coloring these things in real quickly, so I can figure out what I'm going to do, because I think I'm going to have to put, let me see. I'm going to have to probably use one of these really quickly. And I think that's what I'm going to do. Let me just see if size-wise, it's this size. I needed to cover up this hole. So maybe not that one. Because I put a little extra hole in there. I didn't do all this work till I have it all messed up because of a tiny little hole in the wrong spot. Oh my goodness. What? Hold on. I'm trying to find one of the bigger ones. I think this one will probably be more than big enough. All right. Give me a second, you guys, because I have to cut this out real quick. I'm gonna just get one of these real quick, because I need to cover this up. So I'm gonna paint this. I'm probably gonna emboss it and paint it. Let me get an embossing folder. After I cut it, I'm gonna emboss it really quickly with the roses, right? Because they gotta paint the roses red. I think that'll look cute. So I'm gonna do that. Thank you. I'm trying, you guys. I'm trying, and I'm trying not to disappoint and be like, oh my God, we just watched this girl for 3 hours, like doing paper, and like, what happened? I don't want to go to sleep and be like, the paper, the little hole, the paper. I don't have nightmares about this dang little hole, you guys. Give me a second. Let me just trim this down real quick. I got my machine here on the side, so it'll literally just take me a second to do it. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. And then we're going to place this in here. And we're going to emboss the living life out of it. Here's my box. Voila. Voila. All right. All right. Things are starting to look up. Okay. So this. I'm gonna trim this in half. I'm gonna put it upside down. Hopefully that'll be better. Gotta get this as close to half as I can. Ta-da, ta-da. Like that. Wow, like this. And what we gonna do now? Okay, Carmen, you thought about part of it. You didn't think about all of it. So this. Still got to attach my little thingamabobs to this. Right? Alright. So this should be the same. So I should be able to do these both in one shot. No, I'm gonna do them individually. Carmen, learn your lesson. Learn, Carmen, learn. Okay. It's from eBay, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just make sure. See? Okay. Learn your lesson, Carmen. Come on. And then this is gonna go mounted on this. Like this. And I have the keyhole for that. But I don't want to go through all that. So we're just gonna make believe that it's not there. So on to the second one. So this one's here. Yes, I'm learning, you guys. I'm learning not to repeat. I'm learning. It's gonna take me a while, but I'm gonna learn. Trust and believe. I'm gonna learn. So that's this one. I'm gonna do this one. So they might be slightly off skew. I'm hoping that they're not, but they just might. Let me see if I can at least put these two in the same, place prospectively speaking. Let's see. Hold on. Huh? Yeah. I thought she was here already. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen. We have it, the piece de la resistance. Viva la crafts. All right, so that's gonna go there, that's gonna go there. Ta-da. Now let's get our metallics, baby. Let's get our metallics on. So what color? I'm thinking blue because I have so much green. And I do have some blue in here. Like that's, where is it? That's blue. So I do have some blue in here. Good night, Nada. Blessings to you too. I'm thinking pow, that blue right there. What you think, guys? What you think? And then I don't want to make it too funky colored, so I think, let's see, because I do have kind of like a very similar, but I don't think I want to do it. Like, that's too similar to me. It's too similar. Should I go with that gold? That's too pale. That's too pale. Maybe with the fuchsia, because that pink seems to match that fuchsia. Maybe I'll go with the fuchsia, like the blue and the pink. I think it's not really a pink, but we're gonna call it pink for right now. And then these, I'm probably gonna color them blue to make it bold. I color these blue, and I got some little keys right here. We're on 2 hours and 16 minutes. I think I did a lot for 2 hours and 16 minutes, right? I think I did a lot. So this is Fat Fuchsia and Cosmic Blue, and the rose gold is going back in the drawer. So let's do these. I think I'm gonna make the little keyholes in blue, and I'm gonna make these in the pink. Because since I'm already gonna make these in blue, I don't want to overwhelm it too much with the same color. So it's like a purpley pink-ish type of color. Which way this thing goes? This way? I gotta find out which side is A and which side is B. So hold on 1 second, you guys, because I'm about to do this thing all over again, just because I'm not paying attention. So this is A. And B. So let me mark this down. A. And B. And I'm gonna do it with the recessed side, not the side that's up, but the side that's pushed in. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna load up my little stencil brush here. Thank you, love. Thank you, thank you. So even though it's not quite pink, as in the pink that is there, but I think it'll still kind of go well with the overall colors that I got going on in here. Bring it that little hint of je ne sais quoi. Pick up some of these little riffles off of here. That's what I love about this. This is dry, is like instantly. It's like dry. You can literally just handle it. Unless you add water, then no. But if you apply it dry as it comes, you're good. I just have to be careful after I'm done with this and pick up all these little bits and pieces because it will literally paint my paper as soon as I lay it down. Oh, Angie did? Oh, good. Oh, no, number 2. Well, she went like 3 times today. I gave her broccoli. So I was like in a rush, like, get me out of here. I gotta go to the bathroom. Oh, that was so funny. She was like pulling me down the stairs. It took her like not even 3 minutes to go. It was like, do you not listen to me, woman, when I'm barking at you? Yes, it does. You guys, this is the same one that I've had for like, I don't even know how long. And I've used this so much. I've used this so much. So I got my things marked off. I'm gonna go ahead and just remove any little little chunks. Just make sure that I'm not missing any little areas. I see a little bit of craft color paper coming through. I'm just gonna make sure that I got that nicely covered. That'll work. I got my little rag and clean this off a little bit. Brush off the excess of my stencil brush as much as possible. And now we're gonna do all of these little pieces here because we're gonna be close to finish building this thing, you guys. Give yourselves a pat on the back for hanging in there with me. This blue is like, what? I think that's gonna look fab. Oh my goodness, you guys, did you just see what happened when I put that there? Listen. Listen, this is gonna be the bomb. Oh man. Oh man. And I'll be adding like some kind of pearls or something to this. You know, to hook it up really nicely at some point. Cup ready. Yes, it's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. It definitely is, Karina. Look, I'm stenciling. Thank you. Okay. That's pretty much done. Just clean my hands a little bit, as much as I possibly can. Put my little hinges here. Let's just make sure that I pick up any of them little flakes that come off. I don't want my paper to get dirty. I'm gonna glue it once I have them exactly where I want them. I don't want glue to come off, So I'm gonna just put them in, then I'll just come in and sneak the glue in there. So just pretty much doing this. And if I knew I was gonna do this, I would have never punched my paper out. I feel like doing 2 more so I could add them to the inside so I could just cover that up, honestly. That's what I forgot to put it through the hole. Hello, Carmen, you gotta put it through the hole. You complain so much about the hole, you forgot to put it in there. Okay, so let's go. So I might just do that. Move this up. What do you guys think? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, you guys. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna glue all of this stuff in place, but right now it's like, what? Let me get my little, where's my little Captain Hook? There it is. Because some of my holes are covered up. And I just didn't want to keep doing this over and over and over again. So I got my little Captain Hook right there to help me. Thank you. It will look gorgeous just like that too, I think. I hope I have enough of these little brads. Why am I trying to do it all at once? Put one in, put the other one, and put the other one. Right? Punch a hole right there. Oh my goodness, you guys. Oh my goodness. I think I'm gonna have to get more of these little things. I have more up there, but what am I gonna do? Give me 1 second, guys. My chest is starting to feel a little tight. My chest is getting tight. I don't know if it's probably because of the heat. Probably like this between the hot and the cold. It's messing with me. All right, so we on to the next part. We on to the next one. Let's get this in there. There's always that one that want to mess with you every time. Don't mess with my little hole.
You finished with this?
No. Almost there
Where
though.
the pictures at?
Huh?
Where are the pictures?
I put them over here.
Yeah, for you?
Yeah, but I'm not gonna have time to color them in today, so I'm gonna have to continue the project.
How long is this? 4 hours.
You just want to get on my laptop. This is the only reason why you're trying to rush me. Don't be trying to rush me. I know my kid. I know my child. She downloaded this little game and now she just wants to be playing it all the time.
That's like women's facility.
I'm not- I don't even want to say the name of the game that you actually downloaded. All right, so let's see. I honestly hope that I have enough brats to do this. I think that is absolutely gorge. Gorge, gorge, gorge. Right? I think, let me see, I need 6. No, I need 6, I need 8. I don't see 8 there. So let me get my little box. Let me get a few more. I'll put you here for now, just in case. Okay, so let's go on to the next one. Yeah, let's just put these in. Let's just put these in here. I'll take one back. Okay. So we're almost there for this whole thing. And I think I am gonna do that. I probably won't do it during this live stream, but I'm gonna glue everything together like the paper and stuff. But I think I'm gonna do more of these. I'm probably gonna do the smaller one though, and I'm just gonna cover it from the inside. And also it'll help to kind of reinforce where these little brats are so that they're not poking through the paper. And even if they poke through the paper, like it'll be like non-visible. So I'm gonna do that and just reinforce that, I think. That'll probably be my best bet. So I still got a little ways to go with this. I gotta color up those images. And that's gonna take me some time because I can't mess those up at all. Is this the same one? Yeah, it's the same one. Where's the little thing? Oh, here it is. So, but at least you guys will get to see mostly what it'll look like. I'll still be adjusting some things here and there, but mostly you guys will at least be able to see, you know, how it came out. And then I'll do, like I said, I'll do the video and then I'll premiere it, I guess. Because the rest was gonna be left to do is just gonna be embellishing this and coloring the whatchamacallit, the image, which I think is kind of self-explanatory. You guys see me color, you be like, oh, she's coloring. Yep, I'm coloring. Oh, she's gluing on some bling. Yep, I'm gluing on some bling. So just in case I don't have the time to do the voiceover, which hopefully I will, but yes, this is what this is gonna look like. I think what I'm gonna do, I have some magnets, so I'm gonna grab I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add a piece here. Maybe I'll even do that, like I'll grab one of these. So I'm just gonna tell you guys more or less what my mind is at. I'm actually gonna make a note just in case I might forget. So I'm gonna grab one of these and I'm gonna put it here and I'm gonna have it extend out. So I'm gonna stick it all the way through on one side, but on the other side I'm gonna put a magnet on it so it closes. Pung, it closes close, right? So it closes close. It's been a late night. So it closes close. And then I don't have to add like any attachment to it or anything like that. If I have to take a little bit more off of this edge, I will. But I'm thinking that probably once I do, you know, my little and I distress all the edges, that'll flatten them off a little bit and they'll sit a little bit better with each other. Good night, Leilani. That'll sit a little bit better with each other. So for right now, I think the only thing I have left to do is just glue these babies on, and we're gonna call it a night, you guys. Sasson has to get up really, really early tomorrow morning. Um, so I won't keep you guys up that much longer either. So all I'm gonna do now is just pretty much glue these on so that at least I have this part of the project completed. Because you see, I punched out little dots here and there. I also punched them out here. On the inside paper, you really don't need it. You really don't need it. I didn't think about that, so I kind of did it all at the same time. Like I just grouped the paper together and punched all the holes through, but you really don't need it. So now I'm gonna cover these up. So I'm gonna cover them up with the same thing that I did here. I'm gonna put them there. I'm gonna put like smaller ones here in the bottom and the top. I'm gonna emboss them the same way. I'm gonna color them with the pink. That way it kind of matches everything together too. It kind of brings it all together. And then on this part here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add a tag here, and I'm gonna add some magnets to it. I'm gonna add a magnet here, and actually, yeah, I'll do that like that. So I'm gonna add a magnet on the outside, and then a magnet on this one, so that when it closes together, they hold each other shut. And I think that'll probably be the best way to do it. So I'm not gonna hold you guys up too much time. I'm just gonna add glue and go ham, and just it is what it is. So let me try to just kind of squeeze these things down as much as I possibly can with my little tool here. Just gonna try to squeeze them down as much as I can. And I'm sorry if you guys can't see what I'm doing and all you're getting is the cover or the little doors. I'm just pretty much just squeezing down and flattening out the brads. Whoop, hit my light. This is pretty much what I'm doing, just flattening them out, just making sure that they're flat. And I'm gonna glue this into place. Since I'm already at the end of it, I don't feel like I need to use more double-sided tape. I'm just gonna pretty much do this. I gotta make sure that these little things are not pointing in the wrong direction. And then I'll protect the paper by just adding the little things on top, and I think that that'll hold it off rather nicely. I do have some little things to fix here and there, but I'll get into that. I'll get into that and fix those things off camera. Oops, I keep hitting that light bulb. Ugh. I'll remove any little excess paper that I have. So on the next part of this video, you'll probably see me doing trims, adding embellishments. I'm gonna do all this extra stuff off camera, so I don't take up camera time too much, and then I'll just finish it all up like that, and then just hook it up, and then I'm gonna premiere the video, you guys. I'm gonna premiere it sometime during the day, within the next couple days, because it's gonna take me a little bit just to get to it and get it all done. I'm gonna let this all kind of dry overnight and get nice and stiff. I'm gonna add glue everywhere that I need to add glue just to make sure that it is what it needs to be, and let it all kind of dry overnight, and then I'll work on it at some point, either tomorrow or Monday, and I'll premiere that video so we can chat about it while we watch it. Gotta make sure that this paper does not interfere with my hinges. Otherwise, I'm gonna have a tough time of closing and opening this book. I mean, not this book, but this cabinet up. So, repeat. Yeah, because it would look bumpy anyways right there because of the brass. So, just to clean up the look of it and try to hook it all up, I think I'm gonna do that way. Buckles right there, but I'll fix that. I'll fix that. I'm just gonna leave it open for now. I have to get into that and kind of file down some of those little areas that are popping out. So this is what we have, you guys. Stay tuned for part 2, which will be coming out, where I'll be completing this Alice in Wonderland cabinet. I'll be adding some other things to it. Finish hooking it up, the whole thing. I think you guys are gonna be really wild once you see how it all kind of turns out. I think this is gonna look super, super cool. And yes, I cannot wait. Thank you all so much for being here with me tonight and spending these couple hours with me. I greatly appreciate it. I won't hold you guys up any longer. Have an awesome rest of the week. Hugs and blessings to you all, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye.